choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in the hands and feet? Does your balance feel off? Tired of sleepless nights? You may suffer from neuropathy. Dr. Andrea may be able to help. Neuropathy is a serious disease where nerves begin to break down, leading to balance problems and other complications. Our program addresses the causes, not just...
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Husky Den at Wahpeton High School. And tonight's contest between the Hankinson Pirates and your Wahpeton Huskies. A goal of high school sports is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one of those goals that make this contest a positive educational experience. Please help our school be number one in sportsmanship. And now the starting lineups. First with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Hankinson Pirates. A 5'10 junior, number 2, Cade Hentz. A 6'2 senior, number 5, Gunnar Ilg. A 5'10 senior, number 10, Parker Falk. A 6'1 senior, number 11, Rayshawn Earl. And a 6'1 senior, number 33, Mason Mauk. Assistant coach is Hayden Bowl. Head coach is Mr. Carter Mauk. Folks, the Huskies have some special guests with them on the floor tonight. Let's welcome to the court the second grade Wahpeton boys travel team. Everett Teeley. Case Swanson. Bo Burcham. Luke Shanilak. Elliot Myra. Caleb Urbanek. Lucas Tischer. Crosby Iverson. Tanner Gregor. Isaac Fingston. Carson Bertelson. Ashton Purdue. And Gus Hadding. The boys will be scrimmaging at halftime. And now the starters for your Huskies. A 6'3 sophomore, number 0, Trayton King. A 6'3 junior, number 4, Aiden Bonches. A 6'1 senior, number 10, Braden Stephens. A 6'2 sophomore, number 14, Jack Gilbertson. And a 6'6 senior, number 30, Alex Cummings. Coaches are Joe Caveney, Casey Materi, Jordan Ralph, Landon Ralph, and Andrew Lunsetter. Head coach for the Huskies is Mr. Jeff Ralph. The officials for tonight's contest are Preston Bruna, Darren Stanislavski, and Tyson Powell. They've been chosen for their expertise and are registered with the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
And that was Chris DeVries, public address announcer for the Wahpeton Huskies. We're going to transition from the Hornstein Family Chiropractic starting lineup to our opening tip sponsor. This opening tip is brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply, your short line farm equipment dealer since 1985. You can find them in beautiful downtown Tyler, North Dakota. And the Huskies win the tip, and they go to offense first, with Gilbertson giving it up to King, all the way reversed around to Stephens on the left side. Bonches with an early three for the Huskies, rattles in and out. Rebound brought down by Gunnar Ilg. Here come the Pirate offense.
Good ball movement by the Huskies there. Bonches just couldn't knock it down. Give Pirates the credit there, the good box outs.
Early backdoor cut, looking for Rayshawn Earl. Nothing there, well defended by Gilbertson. Here's a high-low pass, and the layup is no good for Gunnar Ilg. Bonches clears the boards ahead to King. King hits the trailer, Alex Cummings, and he's blocked by Gunnar Ilg. Nice defensive play.
Yeah, so far Pirates are coming out, matching the defense on their side. Great block by Al there, protecting the rim.
Cummings blocks Ilg right back. You swat me, I'll swat you. And here's Braden Stephens, averaging just under 18 a game for the Huskies. Jack Gilbertson going to work against Ilg. His drive, left-hand finish, no good. And we're still scoreless. Offensive rebound taken down by Alex Cummings, and he's fouled by Rayshawn Earl. And I think you might have mentioned in the pregame, Rayshawn Earl, he's had a 50-point game this year. He scored over 2,000 in his career, an exciting player to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch him play. And on the offensive end there, that was one of the keys of the game too, Coach, was that we need to hit the offensive glass, and we have here on the first couple possessions.
Rayshawn Earl passes it off to Parker Falk. Parker Falk has his first two of the game, and the Pirates have an early lead right here in Wahpeton.
Yeah, good defensive stop. They got it out in the transition.
We're going to put up this, Studio 22 designs and shout out. And we did a restart on our cable box to try to take care of any YouTube issues. So shoot me a text. Let me know how we look on YouTube as Gilbertson dishes to Bonches, pull-up floater, short. Cummings is there to rebound it and clean it up. So if you get a chance, shoot me a text. Tell me how we're doing on YouTube. Are we freezing or are we looking good? And certainly give us your message for a shout out as well. 2-2 is the score on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Rayshawn Earl working against Gilbertson. Gunnar Ilg off a screen. He gets below the foul line, kicks it out. There's a three in the corner. That's no good. Shooting that one was Mason Mauk, the post player for the Hankinson Pirates.
Yeah, a little bit of a wrestling match here underneath with Braden, but nice box out in Husky basketball.
And here comes Stephens. Box set for the Huskies.
So far, Coach, all man from Hankinson so far. Let's see if they stick with it.
Bonch's high arcing three, no good. Rebounded by Ilg. There was a bobbled ball, no control, so no travel.
Yeah, a few little extra steps there.
And some air dribbles as well. There's that high-low again, and a post-to-post pass. Cummings might have blocked that. That was Cade Hance trying to put it up on the window. No good. Here's Gilbertson. He's working against Earl, kicks it out. Stephens pulls up, decides no, gives it to Cummings. Cummings gets it batted away. The Pirates are in open court. Let's see what they do. Huskies get back nicely. Reversed around. Hence on the drive. Layup. Blocked by Gilbertson, but there's a foul, and I think Gilbertson might have caught him with his foot, actually, as Gilbertson goes high.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Pirates once again, and found an open guy and a lane to the basket and drew a foul on Jack here. Just a couple of quick things to maybe point out. The Huskies got a little bit of size underneath, a couple offensive rebounds, but the Pirates are in man defense, and maybe the Huskies might expect a little bit of zone, and maybe they will, but giving the Huskies a little bit of a fit. They get some good looks, but there's a hand in their face every time they do shoot.
The defense for the Pirates has been active early. 1 out of 2 for Parker Falk. He has all 3 of Hankinson's 3 points. Here's Gilbertson on the far sideline. Reverses to King, Bonches, Steffens. And we have a foul on that baseline drive, it looks like, against Cade Hentz. That's his first second-team foul. Checking in is Tyson Falk, number 1 for the Pirates. You know, Steve, when I coached 5 years in South Dakota, when we would play up a class in a 3-class system down there, we always recognized a difference in physicality and depth. Can the Huskies exploit that?
I think they can. You know, they're used to playing at maybe a little bit higher pace game, and they probably more than likely a lot more physical. I think the Huskies could, as time goes on, look to exploit that. I'd like to see the Huskies come out, which I think Coach Ralph is doing here with a little full court press. Maybe try to get the Pirates up and down the floor a little bit
And you
more.
just saw Steffens' first bucket of the game. Nice little pull-up jumper on the baseline as Rayshawn Earl breaks the press pretty easily. Cooper Coolmo harassing him, but the Pirates are going inside. They kick it out. Gunnar Ilg, his 3 deep. Rebounded by Falk. Back to Ilg, and he puts it in. Nice little pass to Gunnar Ilg for his first bucket of the game. 5-4, and we're more than halfway through the first quarter. Huskies, good ball movement around the perimeter. Rylan Flack is in the game, giving Cummings a break. King goes to work, high on the glass. Kiss off the glass is good for 2.
Yeah, good baseline drive there by King. I think he's a player to watch tonight.
Rayshawn Earl goes high and drops in a left-hand layup, explosive to the basket.
Yeah, that was a great, strong move. He found a lane and took it.
And the 6'1 senior guard can elevate. We might see dunks tonight. It could happen for either team. Steffens has dunked 3 times that I know of. Rayshawn Earl has that ability. There's Steffens for 3. All net for Steffens.
Yeah, came off a nice baseline screen. I believe that was Trey King that set that screen, and Braden came off looking to shoot, planted his foot, and nailed a 3 there.
And Steve will have you take down the Studio 22 shout-out line. Thanks for doing that. Steve Hockert is producing tonight, doing a great job, and we have a tie-up in the middle of the lane. No, we don't have a tie-up. We have a timeout called by the Hankinson Pirates. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, and we're going to call this a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. They're located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. Well, we're at 2.5 left, and on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Huskies have a 2-point lead, 9-7. Coach Hockert, what do you think so far?
You know, as far as the Hankinson Pirates go, I'm impressed defensively. They've come out and they've challenged our shooters, and they've rebounded well. We had 2 offensive rebounds. Al got one to go back in and did draw a foul. But, you know, very impressed with that. Honestly, maybe a little bit of a slow start for the Huskies here. Looking for them to maybe pick up the defense a little bit. I think that's what Coach Ralph is probably looking for.
All right, Pirates will play it in under their own basket. Good ball movement from the Pirates. Here's Gunnar Ilg driving on that left side against King, and it goes off Trayton King's foot. So another inbound, 25 on the shot clock.
Yeah, just Huskies got lost there a little bit. Earl came up instead of back screen, and they both went with Earl there. Just a miscommunication. They got to talk on defense there.
All right, so we are at 9-9. Who scored the last bucket, Steve? If you don't mind, I was checking to see if we were on YouTube or not. And there's a hard foul by Cooper Coolmo.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the number. Sorry, Coach.
All right, let's give it to Cade Hentz. He doesn't have one yet. I think that might actually be correct because that would be his first 2 of the game. And they've got a 2 on the board for him, so I think we're okay. Both teams.
Two's got 2.
Two's got 2. I'm caught up. We're okay. For some reason, my YouTube isn't working, and I don't know if we're on it or not after the restart for Red River Communications. There's a shot by Rayshawn Earl, collected by Cummings. Cummings off to a good start rebounding. Here's Flack. Here's Gilbertson. Gilbertson back to Flack. Good ball movement. Deep 3, Steffens, and he's feeling it. You know, last year he didn't shoot a lot of threes, but he was over 40%. He's starting to put up more threes, and they're looking good.
Yeah, I've noticed the same thing, though.
Rayshawn Earl, nice pass inside. That was Cade Hentz. Layup missed. Huskies in transition. Gilbertson downhill, but loses it. Tyson Falk going up against Cummings. Layup no good. Steffens gets the rebound.
I think one thing you have to think about with Braden is how do you defend him, and I think that's what the Hankinson's trying to figure out. If I get close to him, just like he did now, he's going to go around you.
And that's no good for Gilbertson.
Huskies back to putting in a little bit of full court pressure. Looks like they're almost double teaming Earl here, at least on the inbounds.
That's Parker Falk setting the offense for the Pirates. Rayshawn Earl off a double screen baseline. He shoots a 3 hard off the back rim, and Flack tips it to Bonches. Huskies control. We're under 40 seconds. Steffens going to work. Loses his dribble, now gets it back from Flack. We're under 30 seconds. 18 on the shot clock. Huskies running a set here. It's going to be reversed through the high post.
Look for Steffens to come off here.
There you go, down screen for Steffens. Offensive rebound Cummings. Over to Gilbertson, baseline. He drives, powers it up, he's fouled. And that foul is going to go against Mason Mauk. Pirates power forward, 8.3 on the clock.
Yeah, another second chance opportunity. That's the third one that Al's got on the offensive side in this first quarter. One time he drew a foul. Second time he got a 2-point putback, and now an opportunity for Jack at the free throw line.
Gilbertson misses the first of 2. Gilbertson, the sophomore sensation, had an outstanding year as a freshman. He's averaging just under 18 points per game for the Huskies. This one goes in and out for Gilbertson as well. It's 12-9. We're at 5 seconds. Here's Earl going against Coolmo. Picked up by Flack. Fadeaway 3. And it's in. Rayshawn Earl splash for 3. What a shot. He's got 5, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the Battle of Richland County.
Important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their /1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Every morning, we start our day with a purpose. To care for each other. Beyond hospital or clinic walls. Helping people feel seen and heard. Because family, friends, and community mean everything to us.
This is who we are, and this is what we care about.
Hey there. So we have
Basketball fans, we're all knotted up 12-12 as we come back for the second quarter. We've got a great game going, and thank you for the message. I heard we're doing okay on YouTube now, so our signal is going out, and we're glad you're here with us. Thanks for watching, everybody. We've got a great battle in Richland County, Pirates versus Huskies. And the Pirates go to offense first to start the quarter. Here's a feed to Rayshon Earl, high post. He gets a quick double team from Cummings and Gilbertson. Pirates reverse the ball out of the double team. Gunnar Ilg drives on Cummings, tries to give it up baseline. Official discussion, and it's Husky basketball.
Good defensive possession there by the Huskies. They tried to post Earl up, and you could see Al immediately went to double team him. They tried to get a quick reverse, but just threw it out of bounds.
Good idea coming out of the quarter break. Good strategy to come with a set play. Here's the Huskies going to their flex offense. Baseline cutters and down screens. A stagger for Kulmo. He shoots a three. Rylan Flack rebounds it, and he's going to put up a fadeaway off the back iron a little bit strong. And that is Tyson Falk with the rebound. I believe he's fouled by Flack.
You are correct. That's 2 on Flack, Coach.
All right, I missed 1 on Flack earlier.
You know, the Hankinson's doing a lot with Earl. They came off a couple of double screens. He's got open one time for sure. They're starting to post him up. You see another double screen that Jack's chasing through. They're going to have to communicate to get through those.
And a double team out front. Kulmo and Gilbertson double team Rayshon Earl, the high-flying guard for the Pirates. Ball goes out of bounds, remains Pirate basketball, 21 on the shot clock. We're just underway here in the second quarter. Long pass to Earl off of a back screen. Gilbertson has drawn that defensive assignment. Gunnar Ilg gives it back to Rayshon Earl. Double team in the baseline. Coffin corner, there's trouble. And beautiful passing from the Pirates leads to a missed layup, rebound Cummings. What a great opportunity. Amazing pass out of that double team.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we saw him on the other side of the floor there with 2 forehands in his face, but a great find, and then a second pass. Just needed to make the layup there.
And Steffens draws the foul from Cade Hentz. First foul of the quarter. I believe Hentz's second. Steffens again, closing out, is Tyson Falk. Gilbertson working a screen and roll with Cummings. Now he looks over the floor. Steffens, long three, in and out. Cummings rebound, knocked away by the pesky Pirate defense. It's in Rayshon Earl's hands.
Yeah, as a rebounder, you know, if you get beat, that's the second thing you can do is look to steal the ball, and great steal by the Pirates there.
Here's Gunnar Ilg. He's been active with the ball. He's been looking to attack when he gets opportunity. Rayshon Earl running off baseline screens. Ilg drives high on the glass. No good. Hard off the window. King pulls it away. He gets a lot of those on-the-floor rebounds, Trayton King.
He's not scared to mop up the floor, is he, a little bit? It's great to see.
Yeah, the sophomore forward. He's got a set of shoulders on him, and he will use them. Goes to King, goes to Cummings. Baseline screen. Bonch is open. Kicks it out to Gilbertson. In and out for Gilbertson. Another offensive rebound for Cummings. I believe he's got 4. He does.
Yeah, Big Al hitting the glass. I think that's his 5th offensive rebound tonight. Just almost halfway through the second quarter here.
Gunnar Ilg sets the offense. He goes to Tyson Falk. We have 3 Falks on the roster for the Pirates. Here's a loose ball scramble. And it's Cummings and Tyson Falk getting tied up. Possession arrow says Huskies.
Yeah, it seems like anytime the Pirates set a ball screen for Earl, they're automatically double teaming him. Or if he comes off a screen and catches it, it's an automatic double team. I'm not sure if that's something that Coach Ralph has been practicing leading up to this game, but struggled a little bit twice now. Last 2 times down the floor, Earl has to get out of that.
Pirates send in Mason Malk and Jacob Wallach. That's the biggest lineup they can put on the floor. Huskies, 5-out offense right now. Cummings dives in. Here's Gilbertson against Earl. Gives it to his buddy Steffens. Dynamic duo. Steffens is looking at Earl. He drives. And the pass is stolen. Here's a Pirate layup. And a foul by Jack Gilbertson. Nice steal. Peter Falk. Peter Falk started. Tyson Falk has come off the bench. Peter Falk draws that foul. He's going to get 2 foul shots.
You know, down on this end, the Pirates did another great job. You know, one of the hardest things to defend on the Huskies is Gilbertson and Steffens getting to the hoop, and they're closing those lanes. They're not letting them get into the middle at all. And Earl was able to tip the ball there once Braden got to the middle of the lane and created an offensive opportunity for the Pirates here.
Kumo returns. Gilbertson gets a break. Gilbertson has been defending Earl. Coach, who goes to Earl now for the Huskies?
Well, when Kumo's come off the bench, it looks like he's been taking them. That's maybe a foul Jack should not have gotten there. He's loose on the other end. You'd rather see him playing rather than sitting with his second foul right here.
Bonch's pull-up, hard off the iron. Beautiful rebound by Rayshawn Earl, and he's going to trigger the transition. Huskies get back nice in transition. Fade away. If that goes down, wow.
Yeah, he got up there, Coach.
It almost did go down. That was a great shot, just rattled in and out. Trayton King looking for his buddy Cummings, reverses to Coolmo. Braden Steffen, senior guard, averaging 18 a game. Here's Trayton King, averaging about 6 a game. Scoop shot, came off his hand funny and goes out of bounds. It's Pirate basketball.
Yeah, nice move there by Trey. Found a lane with his right hand. Just slipped out of his left hand as he's going up.
Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We're about half gone in the second quarter. Huskies lead by 1, 14-13. A defensive battle just like last year. Ilg, nice pass to Falk. Falk gives it up to Wallach, and it's out of bounds, Husky basketball.
Yeah, with Jack on the bench there, they elected to go to Steffens guarding Earl. Good trap once again on the baseline, causing a turnover by the Pirates.
Steffens, high 1-4 set. He gives it up to Coolmo on the left side. Reversed all the way around. Looking at Cummings. Cummings shaking his head no as he steps out to the short corner. But that makes room for Coolmo, and he misses the driving layup attempt. Here comes Rayshawn Earl. Electric basketball player with a little dish inside to Gunnar Ilg. And Coolmo blocks it with an impressive block. That's going to be called a jump ball as both players return to the court after being airborne on the block.
Boy, Earl gets out in transition. He's fun to watch.
He can go, and he's looking to go. Earl, left side wing, guarded by Coolmo, pull-up jumper. That's a beautiful shot by Rayshawn Earl. He's got 7. 7 of the Pirates' 15. Parker Falk has 4. Huskies box set, goes to Cummings. Diagonal screen for King. They go into him, kick it out to Coolmo. He tries a 3 from the corner. It's in and out, Cummings rebound. Off of Carter Falk. Huskies retain possession. Returning is Ryland Flack. Also returning is Cade Hentz with 2 fouls.
The Huskies are getting some good looks. They just can't knock them down right now.
Flack for the Huskies has 2. Gilbertson has 2. Handoff play. King gives it to Steffens. No shot yet. Huskies happy to run offense. Plenty of shot clock. 25. Flack tries to create baseline. No room. Nice defense. Carter Mauck. Steffens steps back. It's a long 2, but it's good. Steffens for 2 more. Number 10 has 10.
Yeah, matched Earl there. Kind of the same thing. Just at the top of the key. Step back. Elevate.
Earl is free. Steffens recovers. Earl launches a 3, rebounded by King. Another floor rebound for King. Here comes Bonches. Huskies lead by 1. 2 minutes remaining in the second. Coolmo, he breaks the foul line, tries to go up. And we got a foul. That foul is going to be on Mason Mauck. That's going to be his second. Coolmo is going to have some free throws. While he's shooting free throws, some of our sponsors include Giant Seeds and Snacks, Essentia Health, Smith Motors, Wahpeton Daily News, Channel Seeds, and Matt Bone. And the sophomore guard misses the first of 2 foul shots. His game has grown as the season went on, and he's earning more playing time for the Huskies.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Both on the offense and defensive end. He's definitely improved. He's had some assignments when he's come off the bench to guard some of the better players.
And that kind of shows you've earned Coach Ralph's trust a little bit to get those assignments. Yeah. And that gets you some playing time for sure.
Yeah, and especially if you can knock some free throws down, where the Huskies have had a little bit of a problem all year long.
Parker Falk is fouled by Coolmo. Pirate ball out of bounds, no bonus yet. Well, we'd certainly like to thank Brian Watson and Joe Schreiner for handing us the keys to the car. We promise no scratches or dents. We'll do the best we can. Hopefully YouTube is running well. For some reason, my YouTube not working. Stefan steals, and that triggers a Husky break. Let's see what they do. The give is to Kumo, and Rayshawn Earl steals it right from Kumo. Kumo gets it back. There's a scramble, and we got a timeout, 30-second timeout called by the Hankinson Pirates. We'll keep it here, and we will call it a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Carlson Family, you know where they're at, 2nd Avenue, downtown Wahpeton. They work for the customers, not the companies. Service, satisfaction, that's what they're all about. So, Huskies holding on to a 2-point lead. A year ago, we saw a defensive battle in Hankinson. Coach Brian Watson and I were down there for that. It was a packed gym in Hankinson, kind of like it's packed in here tonight. Hankinson travels well, got a good following. A lot of similarities between those two games.
Yeah, not a lot of difference. The Huskies were cold that night there too, and I think you have to give a lot of credit to the Hankinson Pirates defense right now. They're not letting the Huskies get in the lane. We've had a few opportunities, but for the most part, they're blocking those gaps, and we can't seem to find the range from the outside right now either.
All right, that was a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. We're back to the action. Rayshawn Earl has the ball. For the Huskies, Braden Steffens has 10 of the Huskies' 17 points. There's a steal, Rylan Flack. He gives it up to Steffens. Here's Bonches in transition. Huskies going to run offense, nothing there. Pirates get back nicely. Good defensive team, like Steve has mentioned. There's a shuffle cut to Coolmo. His layup's no good. Would have been a nice assist from Bonches. Parker Falk.
And that was a great cut by Coolmo. Just need to finish at the rim.
High post. Power up. Cade Hentz. He's got 2. 4 on the game. And that was a nice assist from Tyson Falk. Assist Tyson Falk. Basket Cade Hentz. We're tied. Steve, are you having fun yet?
We're having a blast, Coach. Defensive battle.
Rylan Flack looks at a 3. He's looking for the down screen for Steffens. Defended nicely. Cade Hentz on Steffens. Cade Hentz comes out and meets him high, swipes at the ball, turning Steffens loose, and that shot is good. The hoop and some harm for Braden Steffens as he's fouled going to the basket. Old-fashioned three-point play.
Great strong move by Braden. One of few opportunities he's had to get into the lane and into that circle. And, back in maybe 4 or 5 years ago before that arc, Coach, that probably would have been called a charge. But if you're in that arc, the offensive has the opportunity and the advantage.
Parker Falk rotated nicely, but he was inside the restraining circle. Steffens, 1 foul shot here. He's about a 69-70% foul shooter. He makes that one. He's got 13 in the half.
Let's see if they can get Earl loose here again like they did at the end of the first quarter here. Looks like they're looking to go to him. Ooh.
And that's a turnover as Gunnar Ilg is trying to give it up to Rayshawn Earl on the right wing. 10.3 left. The Huskies can get the last shot here.
Let's see if they can do what Hankinson did at the end of the first quarter. Can they take advantage of the turnover here and get an end bucket? Ending quarters is one of the most important things in basketball.
Huskies a chance to stretch it to 5 or maybe 6 points. Rayshawn Earl guarding Steffens. And the Pirates elect to foul here. They have fouls to give. Tyson Falk called for the foul, his first personal. That takes the clock down to 3.7. Not a bad foul.
No, not at all. Good strategy by Malk.
Huskies run an inbound play. Goes to King across to Bonches. Deep 3. Oh, and we almost had a rebound bucket from Cummings as everyone was waiting for the clock to go off, but Cummings kept playing. Both shots missed.
To tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
That means all the money that we make
cha-ching.
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Having the right insurance team will change the way you view insurance. Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm. My staff and I believe insurance is a tool that can help you plan for what can go wrong so you can focus and invest in what can go right.
Amanda and her team are dedicated to serving you and the community. They are local, committed, and a trusted insurance team. See why they've been voted Best Insurance Agency 7 years and counting.
Come see us. We'd love a chance to work with you too.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience, featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town.
Welcome back to Wahpeton High School, everybody. And your Red River Communications Game of the Week is proving to be a great one. We've got boys basketball. We've got Division A versus Division B. We got Huskies hosting Pirates. And we've got a great game going, and it's a defensive battle. Steve, we'll go to you for analysis. Then I think we'll do a little bit of box score, and then we'll check that Studio 22 design shout-out line. So, Steve, what'd you see? What'd you want to talk about at halftime?
You know, I think first things first, the Hankinson Pirates defense is causing some problems for the Huskies. They're pretty content on a half-court game. They're not getting out on them and putting a whole lot of pressure on them. They're kind of defending that three-point line, and they've been okay with us shooting threes. They just have not given the Huskies anything to drive into the lane. You can definitely tell that was one of their keys to the game was to protect the lane and protect the hoop there. I think one thing to watch, too, is Jack Gilbertson, who picked up his second foul, has been guarding Earl. I think they need to get him going on the offensive end. Braden's gotten going, but they're kind of the big two scorers. And I don't think – has Jack found the hoop yet? Has he made any?
He's 0 for 2 on foul shots and no baskets from the field.
So I think that'll be one key offensively for the Huskies, and to try to get into some kind of offensive flow and then finish at the hoop. They've had a couple good looks underneath and haven't been able to finish, and they could expect the Pirates to be physical down there, but they need to finish at the hoop. Defensively, they have to continue to contain Earl. You can see what happens if he gets out in the open floor or he gets loose anywhere in the half court. He's electric, and he made a couple of pretty difficult shots, fading away. He likes to elevate on his jump shot, just a really impressive player. But the Huskies have to continue to contain him, in both the transition and at the half court, communicate on defense, especially when he's going through those double screens a couple of times. One time especially, the Huskies did not communicate and on the offensive out-of-bounds play, and then also on a set play where he found that Earl to be open. The Pirates, I think if you're at half right now, you're pretty happy. Obviously, you'd like to have a lead, but on the Huskies' home floor, you're 3 points down. You got to love what your defensive opportunity has had. So I think they want to look to get their offense going, though.
All right, he is Steve Hockert, our expert color analyst, giving you some great observations. I'm Noel Eckroth. We are your host tonight on YouTube. We're streaming on 3 Border Sports Network. Also on another YouTube channel, you can see Joe Schreiner and his coverage of the Cowgirls versus the Rockets, Breckenridge versus Underwood, and what's sure to be a great game on the other side of the river. I'd like to welcome all of you to the halftime show sponsored by OSPTI. OSPTI for all your physical therapy needs. Contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Fergus Falls and in Breckenridge. All right, we're going to take a look at the box score for both teams. I'm going to go first of all to the Hankinson Pirates, coached by Carter Mauk. And in the score column, first half for the Pirates, number 1, Tyson Falk. He finished the half with 2 points. Cade Hentz, he finished with 2 points in the half. Gunnar Ilg, also 2 points in the half. Parker Falk has 4 at halftime. And Rayshawn Earl with 7. But some outstanding, impressive shots, especially that baseline fadeaway. It was a pretty one. All right, going to the Huskies. Their score box looks like this. Huskies coached by Jeff Ralph, scoring at halftime. 0, Trayton King. He has 2 points at half, but several defensive rebounds. Braden Steffens got it going with a pair of threes, several twos, and an old-fashioned three-point play. He has 13 at halftime. Jack Gilbertson is 0 for 2 from the foul line. He has not scored, but he's drawn the very tough defensive assignment of guarding Rayshawn Earl. Cooper Coolmo, he got to the line, made 1 out of 2, so he has 1 point at halftime. And Alex Cummings, who has several offensive rebounds. Last, I think I remember Steve saying, was 5. Does that sound?
Yeah, 5 that I remember for sure. I think he might have got another one at the end there too, Coach, so he might be up to 6. So
he may have as many as 6 offensive rebounds. It translates into 4 points for him and extra opportunities for his teammates, and that rounds out the scoring. So with 3 minutes on the clock, looks like they've stopped it. They'll wait for the teams to return. We have a chance to take a look at our Studio 22 Design shout-out line, and we got several shout-outs. We're hearing from Trevor Vosberg. Trevor, it's great to hear from you. He says YouTube channel is working fine. Go Huskies. So it sounds like we're going okay. I just can't, for some reason, log into it here to check. But Trevor, thanks for having our back. Another shout out. Go Huskies. Thanks for all you guys do and for us to be able to watch at home. That's Brittany, Jesse, Hayden, Aaliyah. I'm sorry, I tripped over that. And everyone at Red River Home 1348. All right. Thank you, Brittany, Jesse, Hayden, and Aaliyah. Fantastic. Working great now. That's from Brad and June Foster in Wahpeton. Great to hear from the Fosters. Thank you. Laura Lucina, Ola, Noel, and Principal Hockert. You guys make a great team. Keep up the great job. Let's go Huskies. Thank you, Laura Lucina. Also, thanks for the great coverage. This is Wayne and Deb Flack. They're cheering on Rylan and Kyler and the Huskies. Maybe they're still in Arizona.
Kind of sounds like it, isn't it?
They were in a nice location in Arizona not too long ago. Maybe they're still there. Hey, and we got a Let's Go Huskies from Williston. That's Brett, Onyx, and Elijah, some of the Ralphs in Williston. So it's great to hear from everybody. Thanks for contacting us on the Studio 22 Designs and Shoutout line. Coach Hockert, Steve, I think we'll take a quick break and come back in about 1 minute.
Back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
We know switching banks takes time. But what if we told you that at Bell Bank, we have a team that knows you by name?
Worth it.
Or real people that answer the phone within 22 seconds.
Worth it.
A bank that you can trust that will never hit you with sneaky fees?
It's so worth it.
Switch and see why Bell Bank is worth it. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back at Wahpeton High School. The second half is about to begin, and we're going to conclude our halftime show, sponsored by OSPTI. Remember, OSPTI for all your physical therapy needs. Contact the professionals at OSPTI. They have locations in Fergus Falls and in Breckenridge. Well, we're down under 30 seconds to the start of the third quarter. We were all tied up after one quarter, 12-12. Halftime score on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard is 20-17. Huskies holding on to a narrow 3-point lead. It's a defensive battle. Steve, we're about to start the half, and it looks like it's going to be Huskies ball. Do you expect a set play, or do you expect the Huskies to just look over the defense and see what's going on?
Yeah, I'd expect Coach Ralph maybe to get Gilbertson going here. Or go to Steffens right away off the bat here. And, you know, if one of these two teams can get a run, like a 10-0 run, you know, that might be all that they need. Both these teams are so strong defensively that if they can get a 10-0 run, that might get them to the win.
And we're underway. Here comes the Huskies. They're looking at the defense, and it looks like they'll start in a high 1-4. Some of our sponsors include Comfy Vibes Company, Gripper Sports, Bell Bank, Minn Kota Ag Products. Steffens, he got a player airborne and now goes down. It's going to be a foul.
Yeah, they ran Steffens off a couple double screens there, two screens, and I thought he was going to shoot the ball, but he gave a good ball fake and drew a foul.
That foul was on Cade Hentz, his third. Foul trouble could become a problem for either team. Few players have two. Here's Gilbertson. He gives it up to King. King takes up the slack on the dribble, but his mid-range shot is no good.
He's been a lid on that hoop tonight.
It has, for both teams.
Yeah.
We got some high-flying athletes and outstanding basketball players, but tonight it's all about defense. There's a drive and power-up, no good by Hentz. Rebounded by Bonches.
Great rebound by Bonches there.
You like seeing him get involved because he is a 6'4" guard. Here's Gilbertson trying to get his first bucket. It's batted away, the rebound after the miss. Rayshawn Earl has an open court. Picked up by Steffens. Pull up. Bank shot off the glass is good for Rayshawn Earl. He's got 9. Steffens tries to answer. His bank shot is the answer. Beast mode for Braden Steffens.
That's twice that's happened. Earl hits a fading baseline shot. Steffens comes back and hits a fading three-pointer, and same thing down here again.
And the senior guards are doing what they can to help their team. Double team on Earl. Cross court to Ilg. He's guarded by King. Ilg goes to work on King, gives it up. Parker Falk inside to Mauk. Power move, rolled around the rim, but just didn't want to go in. Board cleared by who else? Trayton King. Steffens, deep three. Caught a man standing, hand down, man down. Three's no good.
Hankinson once again on defense, okay with the Huskies shooting a three-pointer from the outside.
Carter Mauk spin move on Cummings. Bank shot too low. Cummings rebounds. It's a battle. And the ref has to make a decision. Nice call. Fargo, they team up on this. The two officials discuss it. It's going to remain Pirate basketball. 22-19.
Letting it play a little bit down there. Bouncing around on each other, maybe a couple hand grabs there.
Lob is intercepted by Jack Gilbertson, meant for Earl. 2-on-1 break. King hesitates, and Earl swats it out of bounds. Block shot, Rayshawn Earl.
Yeah, great defense on both ends. How about Gilbertson stealing it, and then Earl stole it from Earl, and Earl hustling down with the block on King.
You're going to see amazing plays, and it might not be points. Gilbertson goes into Cummings, back out to Gilbertson, in and out three. Off the board, rim, and out. Cleared by Hentz. Gilbertson steals it and loses it out of bounds. So we have a flurry of plays and not a lot of scoring.
Not a lot of points. Not a lot of points.
Much like the game you saw last year where the Huskies held on for a 46-44 win in Hankinson. Earl goes coast to coast, and he gets a three-point play. That bucket is good for Rayshawn Earl. He has 11. He's going to shoot one.
And once again, just lost him in transition and got in the open floor. And you're not going to beat him at the rim.
Fouls on Alex Cummings, his first. Free throw is missed. Steffens rebounds. Only one foul on Cummings, good sign. And Steffens goes coast to coast.
Just trading hoops here.
Yes. I see what you did, and I can do it too. The senior guards are both having a game. Steffens tries to steal, knocks it loose. Here's Bonches. No, I'm sorry, that's Gilbertson. Bonches collects it, follows it up for two. Bonches' first bucket. I got my 4 and 1-4 mixed up.
Yeah, Coach Ralph yelling to get back on defense.
Earl draws the foul and puts up a three right away. The official is saying, no, that's NBA. That's going to be called an on-the-floor foul.
That's Jack's third here.
That's a big play. Rayshawn Earl smart trying to get a free throw situation out of that, but Gilbertson jumping into Rayshawn Earl, committing his third foul. Here's Earl going against Steffens. Spin move, step in the lane. He's fouled. Another possibility at a three-point play for Rayshawn Earl. He missed the foul last time. Missed the foul shot last time, but he's got another chance at the foul line.
We're heating up a little bit here. Earl, last couple times down the floor, nice moves to the hoop there.
So does Steffens feel compelled to drive now?
Well, let's check it out here and see. It's worked for him so far. Why would you go away from that formula?
Another rebound by Cummings.
All right, so half-court set.
Dribble handoff goes to Steffens. I'll shoot a three. It's in and out. Cummings through Bonch's leg. And now we got to scramble. This could get a little wild. It is wild. And we've got Jacob Wallach was out of bounds when he possessed the ball. It's going to be Husky basketball. Huskies lead by 3 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard.
Good hustle by both teams, getting on the floor, getting those money balls, as we like to call them, getting those extra possessions.
I like how you call them money balls. They make a difference in the game. Bonches, kick out to Kumo, batted away by Earl. You know, there's no quit in these Pirates. There's no quit in these Huskies either.
No, they definitely, the Pirates came to win.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely. They lost to Henning. Both teams have losses to Henning. Huskies early season, Hankinson in their last game, an outstanding Henning squad. They're one common opponent. But they're looking to bounce back from that loss and sneak one out here on the Huskies' home floor. Steffens settles the Huskies into an offense. It's going to be the high-low set for the Huskies, but it's going to go to a reversal. Into Cummings from Steffens in the corner. Earl just takes the ball away. Kumo tries to steal it back. Bonches tries to steal it. And we have a foul before the shot. Or are they going to call that part of the shot?
I think that's before the shot. Oh, they did. They gave it to him.
They're calling continuation. The foul they're calling on Bonches, his first, no, his second. Check that, he's got 2. Earl has 2 shots here. First shot's good.
You put the ball anywhere on the floor, close, bring the ball down, and Earl is around. I don't know if you noticed, he is taking that ball. He slapped the ball away. I can think of at least 3 times where he slapped the ball away and gone the other way. So you got to take notice if you're the Huskies and he's around defensively.
Great observation. He's doing it without fouling. He's going low after that ball, and he's knocking it loose.
Yeah, very quick hands.
2 for 2 on his last foul shots, his last trip to the free throw line for Rayshawn Earl. He's got 17. Gilbertson kicks it out to Kulmo. He winds up a 3. Kulmo, ice in his veins. He knocks down a big 3 for the Huskies. He's got 4 on the game. Ilg, he's going to try a three. He answers. Gunnar Ilg gunning away from three-point line. Nice shot for the Pirates.
Yeah, Kumo hits one down there, and then Pirates didn't waste any time, chasing right down the floor again and finding number 5 for a three.
Earl guarding Gilbertson, Hentz guarding Steffens. Hentz has 3. Kumo, heat check.
Heating up a little bit here. That's good to
see.
Says
Kumo is the hot hand right now. Here come the Pirates. Ilg working against King. Kicks it over to Mauk. He gives it up to Hentz. Hentz, nice pass. Trailer is Ilg. Three-pointer, rebounded by Gilbertson. Gilbertson drives, hits the trailer, Steffens, and he's fouled going to the hoop by Parker Falk. That should be Parker Falk's second.
Yeah, one thing to notice on Jack here, he's made 2 nice passes in the last couple possessions. Drove, found Kumo in the corner for a 3, and now once again drove, found Steffens for almost a layup here and go to the line instead.
The crowd quiets as Steffens shoots his first. Nice backspin. That one's in for Steffens, one half of the dynamic duo. Both Steffens and Gilbertson averaging just under 18 a game.
I think one thing to notice this second half, Kumo's hit 2 shots now, and if you've watched him in JV games, he can score points in a bundle, in a hurry.
A lot of good sophomore guards. And there's a steal by Kumo, the sophomore, passes it off to sophomore Gilbertson, who finishes in transition. 2 points for Gilbertson.
Yeah, that might have been a good foul there by Kumo. Once again, Earl getting loose. You know, and I'm starting to, they're pressing him a little bit, Coach. But when they're pressing him, he seems to be catching the ball and he's getting loose. And maybe that's something that they want to look at, is keeping him in front of you.
Maybe too close.
Too close, I think.
With too much distance to the hoop.
Yep.
Earl, he's on a roll now from the foul line. He's made 3 in a row after missing his first 2. He's got a 4th coming up. 2,000 point scorer in his career. Single game scoring record for the Pirates. Here's Steffens. Huskies in a 2-3 set high. That's going to go to flex. Down screen for Gilbertson. He just got his first bucket of the game. Kumo, he's not shy. Takes another shot. Cummings bats the ball free, but his shot's no good. Here comes the Pirates in transition. And a nice assist to Gunnar Ilg for 2. Gunnar Ilg has 7 points. And that assist, I think, was Cade Hentz. I'm not sure. Steffens. Beautiful play by Steffens. A lot of backspin on that one. And what do we got, a timeout?
Timeout here, Coach.
We have a full timeout. We're going to be back with Husky basketball on Three Borders Sports Network.
Dakota Ag Products has helped farmers with all their agricultural needs as the farming industry has expanded. They provide farmers with all their chemical, fertilizer, seed, grain, and elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. Proud to be a partner in your operation since 1941. Download the MKAP Grower 360 app from your app store today to see current market prices, your tickets, and any essential information for your operation. Thanks for all your hard work.
And we're back at Wahpeton High School. Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Hankinson 37. No, Wahpeton 37. Hankinson 32. Huskies with a 5-point lead. Exciting game. Steve, you're doing a great job producing.
I can add it to my resume.
Errors,
I'm a producer.
Yeah, you're a producer now. You put it on the resume for sure. The errors you hear are on the soundboard, and I'm trying to run the soundboard. I'm so excited to watch Steve produce. I'm kind of hitting the mute button sometimes when I shouldn't. But
I might have pushed those buttons a little quick, maybe.
Watson and Schreiner handed us the keys to the Ferrari, and we're off and running for sure.
We'll make a couple of mistakes. We'll recover.
But this is fun.
Yeah,
what a fun game.
This has been a good third quarter. And a little bit of offense getting going here, and we'll see what the end of this quarter brings. Once again, end of quarters are important.
All right, Gunnar Ilg reverses it. He's guarded by Flack. He goes dead. Tyson Falk has it. Back to Ilg. Off a ball screen, nothing there. Rayshawn Earl has it. He's guarded by Steffens. Quick double team by Cummings. Dumped him out. Mauk tried to get it over to Ilg, and the pass goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good double team once again. Good find by Earl again, finding Mauk underneath and just threw the ball away.
And Coach Ralph is telling Alex Cummings, when you double team, go high with the hands. But Rayshawn Earl just slipped that right under the armpit, that last pass to Carter Mauk.
I don't think it's the first time he's been double teamed in games, Coach.
He has seen this before.
I think he has.
Bonches has it. Now Steffens on the left side. Gilbertson, top of the key. Three-pointer. Splash! Gilbertson knocks down a three. Kumo is heating up, and now Gilbertson, you got to let him cook. Gunnar Ilg, three-pointer. And he answers.
Hey, he's
come out
goes
this
quarter.
Ilg.
That's the second three, and he had a layup on the other end. Every time we hit a three, that's the second time in a row he's answered.
Under a minute to play in the third. Steffens has it. 25 on the shot clock. 38 on the game clock. Gilbertson. He's going downhill, high on the glass, and it bounces in. Gilbertson using the window for 2 Husky points.
Yeah, you just can't keep him down all game. He's too good of a scorer.
I notice he's guarding Parker Falk now. Steffens has drawn the Rayshawn Earl assignment. Earl, baseline, reverse, no good. Rebound shot, no good for the Pirates. Gunnar Ilg thinks he was fouled. Hankinson crowd not happy. Student body making a lot of noise. Braden Steffens, his driving layup no good, and that's the end of the third quarter. Wow, we really had a flurry there. You're watching Three Border Sports Network on YouTube and Red River Communications Channel 28. We'll be right back after this.
At Interstate Engineering, we're more than engineers and surveyors. We're partners in building stronger communities. For 50 years, we've partnered with communities across the Great Plains region, from airports to water systems, transportation to recreation. Our team delivers innovative solutions with integrity, loyalty, and a passion for helping others. Interstate Engineering, improving life, one community at a time.
Welcome back to Wahpeton High School. I'm Noel Eckroth. He's Steve Hockert. You're watching on YouTube, Red River Communications Channel 28. And I got a shout out through Joe Schreiner in Breckenridge, a message from Zach Anderson. He says, are you ready for a Huskies win? I think we got a little bit of a Pirates comment there. Are you ready? Thank you, Zach Anderson. There's a drive from Gunnar Ilg, blocked out of bounds by Rylan Flack. A nice block from behind.
Yeah, good recovery by Flack. Ilg made a great drive there once again to his left, and Flack recovered with a good block.
And the Ralphson Williston says we're in for a good one. They are fired up and ready for the fourth quarter. Rayshawn Earl trying to draw a foul. He does, and when he does that, you feel like he just might make the shot as well. And that's going to be a foul on Steffens.
Yeah, once again, good body control. Good ball fake, drew the foul, and once, like you said, almost made it.
Foul shot is good for Rayshawn Earl. Trying to chip away at that Husky lead. And drawn foul is a good way to do it because the clock is stopped. Some of our sponsors include Sanford Health, Red River Valley and Western Railroad, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery. That sounds good, doesn't it? Corner Drug, your prescription specialist, and Earl makes 2 of 2 at the line. He's 6 for 6 in his last 6. Huskies running offense. 5-point lead. Gilbertson to Coolmo. Coolmo has had a good third quarter. Gilbertson trying to get downhill. Ball poked away. Here's Falk driving against Coolmo, powers it up, and it goes long across the window. Rebound Bonches.
Good rebound once again by Bonch.
Coolmo, he's active on offense. Little pull-up jumper short, and the rebound is pulled down Cade Hentz. Cade Hentz has done a nice job defensively. He's done a nice job rebounding. He loses the ball there. It's going to be Husky basketball on the sideline. We're 1 minute in. Cummings gets a break. King returns. Don't forget to stick around for our postgame sponsored by the First Community Credit Union. We will be picking the Optimum Rehab Player of the Game. This could get interesting, making that choice.
A couple of candidates right now.
Gilbertson for 3, corner. Off the front rim. Bonch just pokes it out of there, and it goes off Coolmo, Pirate basketball. The Huskies are going over the back. They're not going on the back. And there's a difference there.
Yeah, you noticed that too.
They're doing a nice job of tipping it away.
Yeah, we definitely have some height advantage on a few of the positions here, but Hankinson doing a good job boxing out.
Rayshawn Earl had a little bit of a lane. Oh, a no-look pass. No-look pass from Rayshawn Earl to Cade Hentz. Cade Hentz is fouled, I believe, by Gilbertson. That's going to be 4.
Yeah, that's a big foul. Nice pass by Earl. I think he realized he had 3 guys on him, and he had 2 guys underneath wide open.
He almost had Steffens beat. He got a shoulder in the ball by Steffens, but a little bit of help from that far side wing made him pick it up. Turned his back to the basket and fired a pass right by his ear. No look inside. And that was a beautiful pass. As Hentz misses the first, he has another one. Gilbertson takes a break. Hentz makes the second of 2. It's down to a 4-point game. It's a tight one. Dribble handoff to Coolmo. He goes to King. Downscreen Steffens. He'll launch a 3. Bounces around, no good. Nice rebound by Ilg. Here comes Rayshawn Earl. Steffens giving a little cushion, a little angle. Cuts him off on baseline. Pass goes into Falk. Now Ilg has it. There's a 3-pointer. Carter Malk. Front iron, no good. Rebound. Nearly put back by Hentz. Another nice rebound for Hentz.
He's doing a lot of the little things.
He is. He's a good utility player for the Pirates.
He's guarding Steffens. He's getting rebounds. He's been on the floor a couple of times.
Here's Coolmo. Ball is taken away by Rayshawn Earl. Buckle your seatbelts. There's a dunk by Rayshawn Earl as he takes flight against the Huskies. Stealing basket. Earl. Bunches tries to answer. His 3 is good. And I got to mark some baskets down on my scorebook. And we have a 30-second timeout. I'm going to kick it over to Steve. Steve, you got it. We're going to call this a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. I'm going to catch my breath. I got to go 3 bunches.
Hey, but once again, defense by Earl. Well, we talked about it a little bit ago. I think it was in the start of the third quarter. Anytime you put the ball down in front of him, what is he doing? He's knocking that ball away, and he knocked the ball away from Coolmo, and nice two-handed dunk there. But how do you calm the crowd after a two-hand dunk? You come down the floor. Steffens made a nice drive, kicks it to Bonch. Bonch with that big arcing 3. I think it almost hit the rafters. Maybe took some dust off those rafters and
he might have
went down. So good answer by the Huskies. So
Aiden, big shot. Bonches coming up with another big shot after the Rayshawn Earl dunk. Exciting steal and dunk by Rayshawn Earl. Exciting 3-pointer. And you're seeing it all on Three Borders Sports Network. Pirates will play it in. 5-point game again. I've got a text from Mike McCall. Lady Huskies trail 50-41 after 3.
Once again, you have Henson there. Get another offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity for the Pirates.
Here's a kick out. Gunnar Ilg for 3. He's trying to answer. He's had several answers tonight. Rebounds his own shot. It falls in the hands of Steffens eventually. Steffens drives high on the glass, no good, but he is fouled. And do they have Hentz for this one? They do. And that's Hentz's fourth. Hentz has 4 for the Pirates. Jack Gilbertson has 4 for the Huskies. We're going to see the first appearance of another sophomore guard for the Huskies. Carter Oswald's coming in. Steffens misses that first free throw. Also returning to the game for the Pirates is Tyson Falk.
So Malk electing right now to keep Hentz in. So 5 minutes to go, 4 fouls. He's confident in his defender to stay in there.
King rebounds the miss. He puts it back. That's a big shot for the Huskies, giving him a 7-point lead. Rayshawn Earl finds a teammate. Hentz finds Falk. It's back to Hentz. They're still looking to attack, but it's a scramble now. And Carter Oswald is on the bottom of that pile. Good hustle by him. And Tyson Falk both getting after it on the floor. Possession arrow says Wahpeton Husky basketball. Gilbertson returns with 4.
Yep, so Coach Ralph, I'm guessing, maybe had some words for Gilbertson before he went in, not to pick up your 5th.
Some very scholarly advice from head coach Jeff Ralph. Carter Oswald has it. He's looking at that Pirate man defense. I don't think we've seen any zone tonight. And the Huskies were expecting it. But this Pirate man-to-man defense is pretty tough.
Yeah, no need to go to a zone.
You once told me, Steve, man-to-man is a championship defense. Steffens, he misses. Earl, in the open court, pass ahead to Hentz. Hentz lays it in as Steffens tries to block it. Hentz, I believe, has 7.
Yeah, once again, Earl gets loose on transition, makes a nice pass to Hentz for a layup.
And when he steals it, his first step is up the floor, not toward the defending basket. He triggers a break quickly.
First step quickly up the floor.
Stagger for Oswald. He shoots a 3. And the sophomore comes in cool as a cucumber. The spark plug gives the Huskies a 3-pointer. They lead by 8. Drive Pirates, it's good. And that's Parker Falk with a nice basket. His first bucket of the half, I believe. Unofficially in the scorebook, I got him first bucket of the half. The Pirates have been able to answer, but for the Huskies, it's usually a 3. King, looking baseline, gives it up to Steffens. He's open, it's a 3, it's off. Rebounded by Earl, he takes it away from Cummings. And Oswald gave no room to Earl as Oswald commits his first foul.
Yeah, maybe not a bad foul there, but shout out to Oswald. Coming in, he gets a loose ball, jump ball, and then next possession comes down, hits a 3.
Britt Hadding is watching from Mexico. You guys are going to need a break to catch your breath. Yeah, I'm glad Principal Hockert is in my classroom tomorrow running a survey. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Rayshawn Earl goes to work, and he draws another foul. He broke the foul line, so maybe that's a good foul as well.
Yeah, back to the foul line where he's had success here. I believe he said 6 for 6 this half.
He's made 6 in a row after missing his first 2. He's got 2 more coming. The foul was Steffens' second. That shot was in and out. I think, Steve, you might have jinxed him, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not superstitious, so I don't think me saying that makes him miss a free throw, but maybe.
I don't think so. I don't think so as well. So the Lady Huskies are up in Thompson playing a very good Thompson team. Last I heard, they were trailing by 9 after 3 quarters. They're into the 4th.
Yeah, tough matchup for the Lady Huskies tonight. Thompson's, they have some good basketball players up there.
Tyson Falk has checked into the game for the Pirates. He's having a nice game for the Pirates. Good defensively, doing a good job on the boards. He's guarding Bonches.
Hentz continues to stay on Steffens, even though he's got that 4th foul.
Okay, that was a ball screen by Bonches, and I believe he's going to call the foul on Rayshawn Earl running through the screen. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, thank you, Steve. That's what I thought I saw. The motion he used was like a block. in a player control situation. So
yeah,
it's running through the screen. You'd think he'd go push, but that's all right.
Yeah.
It's a good call. Bonches, pull up. No good. Taps it. Gunnar Ilg almost had the rebound. Now it's a scramble, and the Pirates are trying to call timeout, but it's a jump ball. It was simultaneous possession. Pirates didn't have it, couldn't give you the timeout. But possession arrow says Pirates basketball. We got 2.5 left in this one. It's been a good one. 5-point ball game. A defensive struggle, Steve.
It is, and it looks like Coach Ralph has elected not to deny Earl the ball at this point.
Steffens guarding him. Now Oswald switches on to him. Sophomore versus senior. Rayshawn Earl drives right by Oswald with a nice little spin. The pearl and in for Rayshawn Earl.
That pulls the Pirates within 3. See if the Huskies can answer.
Gilbertson to King. Reverse to Steffens. He tries to get below the foul line. There's Bonches, same spot. No good. The student body was holding its breath. Hold your breath. Here's Rayshawn Earl. The floater above 3 Husky defenders. Drops in the basket. So sweet for Rayshawn Earl. Here's Steffens giving it to King. Back screen for Steffens. Steffens driving on Hentz. Gilbertson has it now, looking at 2 defenders. Bonches over to Oswald. He's not shy. The spark plug will shoot it. Steffens gets it. It rattles and rolls in. Grab your cup of coffee to go with your roll. Braden Steffens. That's a 3. And we have a timeout, full timeout, called by the Huskies. You're watching 3 Border Sports Network. It's the Battle of Richland County. We'll be back after this.
Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
What does primary care mean to us? At Sanford Health, it means being there when and where you need it most. It means building a relationship, because when a provider really knows you, they can deliver the best care for every aspect of your health and your life. So what does primary care mean for you? It means understanding your health for today and for where you're headed next. It means a lifetime of care for a lifetime of you.
No matter what.
We're back at historic Wahpeton High School. We got the battle of Division A versus the battle of Division B. We've got Huskies versus Pirates.
Everything is advertised. Coach.
Everything is advertised. We thought we'd have a good one. We've got a great one, you guys.
Yeah, it's been a great second half, up and down the floor. Great athletes answering each other's calls.
1:15 left. Rayshawn Earl drives. Beautiful backspin. Another basket for Rayshawn Earl. He's lighting it up in the second half. It's a 2-point game. 105 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Gilbertson has it.
Who do you go to here, Coach? If you're Coach Ralph, who are you going to go to?
Could be a set play, but I'd like to see Steffens maybe have a shot at it. You know he wants to answer Rayshawn Earl because he has been doing that all game. And Gilbertson is hot right now.
Yeah, 10 on the clock.
Here goes Steffens below the foul line. Shot fake goes to King. Here's Bonches. Jump stop. Gilbertson, three-pointer. Off the back iron with 1 on the shot clock. Bonches tips it out of bounds. It's Pirate basketball. 32.7 on the clock. Trailing by 2. I'm going to ask you, Steve, what do the Pirates do? We'll keep it here, even though it's a timeout. We'll call it a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Go ahead, Steve.
I think if I am the Pirates, I think I'm going to the kid that scored 28 points tonight. So I think you're looking to go to him, maybe in a little isolation situation. I don't think I put him at the point. I'd look to get him off a screen and get him isolated where he can stay away for those double teams and see if he can go to the hoop and score here. The question is, there's no shot clock now. That is off. So when do the Pirates go to the hoop? Do they, hold the ball until the last second here? Or I guess as a coach I would, but I think if you're Coach Ralph, you're talking any type of screens, you communicate and switch anything that Earl goes off of, if possible. Or if you get him in a corner, you try to trap him and then you rotate. And then you rebound, right? If they take a shot and they miss, you get that rebound, secure it first, and then look to go.
All right, there's the horn. We're going to come back. That's the end of our Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll take that off. And Steve, you're doing a great job producing. Fantastic effort. Studio 22 Design shout-out line. If you want to send a message for the postgame show, tell us if you've enjoyed the show. Tell us if you enjoy the results, maybe your thoughts on the game. Tell us where you're texting from. Send a message to 701-899-4490. And here comes Rayshawn Earl. Double team, dribbling out of it, passes cross-court. Hentz loses it. Cross-court pass. Hentz was cutting to the basket. Rayshawn Earl had to put some air on that ball to get out of that double team over big 6'6" Alex Cummings. Huskies looking to inbound now. Pirates only have 2 fouls on the board. Huskies not in the bonus yet. It goes to Steffens. There's a foul from Hentz. And that should be Hentz's 5th. He's done.
Yeah, that's a big loss for them defensively. But you have no other choice there. You got to foul. You don't want any more time to go off the clock. And I believe that's 3rd foul. Yep, 3rd.
3rd team foul. So there might be another foul coming. 1 year ago, Trayton Mauk dribbled out 5 seconds worth of the last 6 seconds of the game to put it on ice for the Huskies.
Yeah, he's hard to catch.
And we have a table notification. Coach Ralph is reminding Gilbertson you cannot run the baseline. That would be called a travel if you did. Pirates have 30 seconds to make their substitution. He's in, and it's Alex Jean, number 25, for the Pirates.
I don't believe he's played tonight yet, so maybe coming in to look to foul somebody.
He's going to line up with Bonches. Maybe Bonches can go deep here. Goes into Steffens. That's who the Huskies want to get the ball to. Fouls on Parker Falk, his 4th. 18.9 on the clock. Huskies lead by 2 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We've got a great one here. Gilbertson, Husky quarterback, he's looking over the field. He goes to his tight end, Alex Cummings, who draws the foul from Tyson Falk. And that's going to send Cummings to the line.
Yeah, he's a 61% free throw shooter on the season here, so.
And that's pretty good for a guy 6'6". If you get in that 60% range, I think most coaches are pretty happy with that. First one off the iron.
So even if he makes this, the Pirates still have an opportunity to tie with a 3.
2-point game. Cummings has one more shot.
Pirates got to box out.
Big Al. He makes that one. It's a 3-point game. Pirates looking to tie. Clock has started. We're at 15. And we have a timeout called by Coach Carter Malk. Carter Malk calls the timeout for the Hankinson Pirates. We're going to go to break for one 30-second ad.
Here, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
All right, we're back at Wahpeton High School, and I got a message. I have mixed up Mason Mauk and Carter Mauk a couple times. I'm going to try to do better with that.
Sorry I didn't catch that.
It happens. It happens. And I'll try to do better. But we are more than happy that we have fans watching from Hankinson on Three Border Sports Network. We want to do a good job of covering the Hankinson Pirates when they're in town. We experienced fantastic hospitality last year when we were down in Hankinson. It was so much fun. Jam-packed crowd. We've got a big crowd here. Wahpeton student body, they're pretty pleased. 14.9. A lot could happen. It's Pirate basketball trailing by 3 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Here's Rayshawn Earl with the basketball. Braden Steffens on him. Another errant pass. King steals the ball. Drayton King steals the ball. And the Huskies, Braden Steffens draws a foul.
It just looked like a little bit of miscommunication on the play there, and Earl passed it to the wing, and they just weren't looking, or he looked to cut.
Braden Steffens, 3 of 5 tonight. He's about a 60% foul shooter. Actually 69%, close to 70.
Yeah, he's 65 according to this stat sheet here.
That is the most recent stat sheet. First shot, all net. And you couldn't be happier for Braden Steffens.
Yeah,
we have a full timeout called by the Wahpeton Huskies.
Grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back at Wahpeton High School. Here's the situation. 7.2 seconds left on the scoreboard. Huskies lead by 4 at the line as Braden Steffens trying to make it 5.
Yeah, I think Coach Ralph wanted to call a timeout just to talk this through. You know, the Huskies are up 4. That the only way to score 4 points is by made 3 and a foul. So I think he just wants to talk that over, that to play some real token defense. Let Hankinson come down and shoot a 3 if they want to, or maybe they'll go for a quick layup. But obviously no fouls.
I always used to like to tell my team, you're not even going to play defense. You're just going to stand there. If anybody gets close, step away from them. Steffens has 1 shot. Great observation. Steve, you're right on the money again. Second shot. All net for Steffens.
Up 5 now.
We're down to 5 seconds. Rayshawn Earl launches a 3. It's a beautiful shot. He makes it. Timeout called by the Hankinson Pirates with 2 seconds remaining. We're not even going to go to break here. We'll call the Carlson Family Insurance. I got to make sure I mark down that 3. My scorebook tonight is going to be very unofficial, perhaps more unofficial than normal. It's been exciting in the back-to-back scores. These teams kind of loosened up on offense. We had a real battle going, a defensive battle, a slugfest for about 3 quarters. Well, maybe 2.5 quarters. Third quarter, things really seemed to open up, and the fourth quarter's been a treat as well.
Yeah, just two different halves completely. The first half, just a real defensive effort, 20-17 at half, and both teams opening up here in the second half. And currently right now, with Earl's 3, the Huskies up 2 with 2.4 seconds to go. So obviously the Pirates are, hoping for a steal, obviously, and a quick layup, hopefully to tie this game. Or if the Huskies do get the ball in bounds, obviously they're going to want to foul right away.
All right, that was a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. I had to catch my breath for a second. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. Huskies up by 2. It's Husky basketball to inbound.
Yeah, last time Coach Ralph was in a situation like this, he did go deep. He did throw the ball down the court in a situation like this, so may look to do that again.
Gilbertson rolls out, passing deep to his all-state wide receiver, Braden Steffens. He hauls it in over the shoulder. Fouled by Rayshawn Earl, and Steffens will get 2 more free throws.
Well, it worked all football season, so why wouldn't you do it during basketball? Gilbertson to Steffens?
We had 1 short inbound to the tight end, Alex Cummings, but this time he decided to go deep to the flanker, and he found him on that right sideline. Gilbertson rolling right. He's poison when he rolls right.
Yeah, definitely a strength for Jack is going right.
And Rayshawn Earl, by the way, is quite a football player himself, and he is a Mr. Basketball candidate this year. I'd love to see him get it. We'll be rooting for him in the postseason. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, just rooting for the Pirates in general the rest of the way. Just a nice team. Play hard, defensive orientated, and obviously some talented players around Earl. So they'll be fun to watch the rest of the year.
Coach Carter Mauk has done a great job with his Hankinson Pirates. Steffens, last foul shot.
This one's not over yet.
No, we have a 3-point game. 1.7, Rayshawn Earl from half court, and it falls short. Wahpeton Huskies, you have won the Battle of Richland County. Hankinson Pirates, you played your hearts out, and played a great game. We saw great performances. I believe Rayshawn Earl finishes with 31, and I believe Braden Steffens finishes with 27. Come back for the FCCU post-game show where we will give away our Optimum Rehab Player of the Game. All that and more coming up next. You're watching Three Borders Sports Network.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, basketball fans, welcome back to historic Wahpeton High School, where we just saw the Battle of Richland County. We saw Division B, the best in Division B, against an outstanding Division A team. In the state polls, both teams were ranked. I believe in the B polls, Hankinson was 4. I believe in the A polls, if I remember correctly, Wahpeton was 5. So you got the 4 and 5 teams in the B and A polls going head-to-head, and the Huskies pull their foot out of the trap and get a win at home, 57-54 by 3 points over an outstanding Hankinson Pirates squad coached by Carter Mauk. I think Jeff Ralph feels pretty good about coming away with the win here. We'll go to Steve for some thoughts. We've got the box score. We got a few last shout outs and messages. We'll be sure to get them on. And also, I want to remind you to stick around because we're going to be picking the Optimum Rehab player of the game. And I'm going to just do, before we kick it to Steve, a couple of our ad lines here. You are watching the postgame show sponsored by First Community Credit Union. They make your dreams affordable with competitive rates and flexible terms with their products at FCCU. Also, that Optimum Rehab Award is obviously sponsored by Optimum Rehab and Three Border Sports Network. Optimum Rehab says, we want you to be able to do all the things you want to do. Stop and see Dr. Tony or visit the webpage at myoptimumrehab.com. And I'm Noel, he's Steve. We're going to go to Steve with some thoughts overall on the game tonight. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't think either team should be disappointed in the way they played, and I guess I don't care what division you play in. When you're 17-1 and you're ranked 4th in state, you have the mentality obviously that you can go into anywhere and get a win. So very impressed by the Hankinson Pirates. First of all, on the defensive end, they really put the clamps down, especially in the first half. The Huskies could not get into the lanes. They were content with the Huskies shooting the 3-ball from the outside. Steffens hit a couple, but the Huskies were a little bit cold in the first half, and I think that played in the favor of the Pirates. And the second half was a completely different game. And if you just were here to watch the second half, it was a tale of two different halves, and both teams, were answering each other. I can think of a few occasions where Steffens and Earl were going back and forth. Earl would drive down the middle lane and get a layup, and Steffens would come down and do the same thing. Earl would make a layup, and then Steffens goes and drives in and kicks it to Bonches, and Bonches hits a 3. So just good athletes going at one another and answering each other's call. And I think what it came down to is that you had two great senior athletes right here. You said it, Earl being a Mr. Basketball candidate, and I would think that Braden Steffens, his name would be up in there, at least senior athlete of the year in the A division. Just a great player, and Earl with 31 and Steffens with 27, and it was a very entertaining non-conference game.
And certainly very likely a couple of players that'll make the all-state teams in their division for sure. I would think they'd be outstanding candidates. Braden Steffen, his body of work is outstanding. Rayshawn Earl, his career, outstanding. And both players, yes, like you said, I think he hit it right on the head. I'm going to go to the box score. And after that, I think we'll go to some of those messages. And then Steve and I will announce our Optimum Rehab player of the game. I'm going to start off with Hankinson Pirates, their box score. This is unofficial, of course, but I believe we're pretty close to what we should actually have in the official book. Number 2, Cade Hentz played a nice all-round game. He finishes with 7 points. Gunnar Ilg also played a nice game defensively and rebounding for the Pirates. He finishes in double figures with 10. Parker Falk, number 10, finishes with 6 points on the night. And Rayshawn Earl with 31 points on the evening. And that's going to be most of those in the second half. I got to think here. So we're looking at about 25 in the second half.
I think he had 7.5, right?
7.5 is what I had him for unofficially. So that'd be 25 in the second half then. Yeah, wow, amazing second half.
Yeah, great night once again from Earl. And I think he, Gilbertson started on him, and he got Gilbertson in foul trouble. And then they had to get Steffens on him, and maybe wore Steffens down a little bit in the second half defensively. That was a lot for Braden to guard him, plus obviously do what he did on the offensive end with 27 points.
So that's your box score for the Hankinson Pirates. Coach Carter Mauch's team goes to 15-2, and they have, I believe, 2 or 3 games left until they enter into region play. Let's take a look at Jeff Ralph's Wahpeton Huskies. Their box score looks like this. Trayton King got baskets of rebounds defensively for the Huskies, and he chipped in with 4 points. Aiden Bonches had 5 points all in the second half with that big sky ball 3. Aiden Big Shot Bonches with 5. Braden Steffens, we mentioned, with 27. He makes 3 of his last 4 foul shots to sort of ice the game for the Huskies coming up clutch. his clutch card has been punched. Jack Gilbertson, 7 second-half points, and in the first half, he did a great job guarding Rayshawn Earl, holding him to 7 in that half. Unofficially, he scores 7 in the second half. Cooper Coolmo, looking for his shot offensively, did a nice job. He finishes with 6, 5 of those in the second half, including a 3 and a nice little pull-up jumper. Carter Oswalt, the spark plug for the Huskies, he came off the bench and managed to toss in a 3. It's a good-looking shot, kind of a line driver, but you could tell it was going in as soon as it left his fingertips. And Alex Cummings, who had boatloads of offensive rebounds, finishes with 4 points for the Huskies, and that is the Huskies box score. All right, we had a few other messages come in from the Studio 22 Design shout-out line. Just going to check this out, and we have a message from Mason's grandma, and she says, you guys are doing a fantastic job. I enjoy listening. Mason's grandma, thanks for watching. It's great to hear from you. Mike McCall, he gave us an update for the Lady Huskies in Thompson. The Lady Huskies fall 63-48 to a very good Thompson team. I also have a message from Karen Eichhorn. She is watching the Huskies from Mexico. Thanks for watching, Karen. And I certainly would like to thank all of the Hankinson Pirate fans that tuned in tonight. We hope to see you again soon. We'd like to thank our Wahpeton Husky fans for watching, and I think we're down to one business matter is left, and I don't think we have a tile for that one, so we'll leave it on the FCCU post-game show, but it's time to announce the Optimum Rehab Player of the Game. Optimum Rehab, we want you to be able to do all the things you want to do. Stop and see Dr. Tony or visit the webpage at myoptimumrehab.com. We've got these really cool medals. You'll be able to see them online as the players pose with them for some pictures. So I had a vote come in for Braden Steffens for being clutch and making 3 out of 4 foul shots in crunch time. I feel like my vote's going to Braden Steffens. And Coach Hockert, I'm going to kick it over to you. Rayshawn Earl is certainly a worthy candidate with 31 in the losing effort, and his team played great. But let's see where your vote. We'll see where your vote goes, and we'll make the award.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's texting you, but I guess I would agree with them. And I think what it came down to is the Huskies won. Congratulations to the Pirates and Earl. They played a great game. But I think of the 3 that Braden hit at the end, the 2 rolls and goes in. That was a huge 3 at the end. And then also the free throws and securing it. So I would agree that this should go to Braden Steffens.
Yeah, and I don't want to give the wrong idea that you can text in your vote. We're going to make that decision. But, hey, thanks for this.
We always take some advice.
We love sound advice. We've learned to roll with the flow. But Three Border Sports Network and Optimum Rehab is proud to announce that Braden Steffens, with the big 3, with plays, answering big plays throughout the game, 3 out of 4 foul shots in crunch time, he is our Optimum Rehab Player of the Game. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to start winding this down. We can take that tile down. And Steve, thank you for producing tonight. I think you've done a fantastic job. And hopefully, Steve, did you have fun tonight?
Hey, this was a fun game. Once again, and this is just a blast to do. And thanks to Coach Watson and Joe Schreiner for allowing us to do this.
Yes, thank you for giving us the keys to the Ferrari. No scratches on the paint, no dents in the fenders. And with that, we're going to call it a night. Good night, everybody.